I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And coming up the hill this morning, boy, that was pretty foggy out there and slippery.
Yes, so icy spots this morning and dense fog and high elevation, so it could be really hard to see. We will be seeing just a few light snow showers this morning, but then we will dry out tonight.
Yeah, it's so bad going like 2 to 5 miles an hour.
I know, yes, same. So definitely if you live at a higher elevation or if you're traveling to a higher elevation, be careful of dense fog. And let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We did see a wintry mix yesterday that turned into some rain showers. Now at this point we are kind of transitioning to a wintry mix with a few snow showers again this morning. Very little accumulation from these snow showers are expected. We are seeing snow in northern Herkimer County as well as some spots in Lewis County, but most of Oneida County is seeing just a few light rain showers. But once again, still pretty icy outside because we did see freezing rain yesterday, and our temperatures are above freezing, so we are pretty warm to start this morning. 38 degrees in Whitesboro and Earlville, 39 degrees in Westmoreland. We will continue to drop in temperature throughout today, reaching the 20s by this evening. Slippery spots do continue this morning along with patchy, dense fog and higher elevations, so be careful of that when heading out the door. The rain is going to turn over to a few snow showers with very little accumulation. We will dry out tonight and for tomorrow morning, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. This is due to another round of wintry mix tomorrow afternoon and accumulating ice, so it could be very, very slippery. So for today, expect a wintry mix turning over to a few snow showers. It's going to be breezy with a dropping temperature, and I will be getting a little bit more into the alert day coming up. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The teen facing.
Welcome back. Our temperature is going to remain just about the same today, and then it will drop off as we head into this evening and tonight. But we will be in the mid-30s today. It is going to be breezy, though, and we are going to continue to see mixed precipitation showers, then turning to some light snow showers. So it is going to feel up to 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside. It does remain breezy for the rest of the week and into the weekend, so it is going to be feeling cooler than the actual temperature for at least the next couple of days, and we will continue to see unsettled weather even into the weekend. So with that unsettled weather, very little sunshine is expected. Overcast skies through Friday, maybe a few peaks of sunshine on Saturday, but it does look to be mostly cloudy. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Governor Hochul announced a plan in her
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with a wintry mix still at this point that could cause very icy conditions on the roads this morning. But let's take a look now at our CAVV tower camera. It is facing our parking lot this morning because we saw very dense fog actually driving up to Smith Hill this morning. If you are traveling to any areas of higher elevation, be very careful at this point. There is a strong possibility it is going to be pretty foggy, so be careful of that, along with icy conditions, because we did still see a few rain showers last night after freezing rain, so the sidewalks and the roads got a little bit icy. So traveling this morning, be very careful of patchy, dense fog, along with mixed precipitation at this point. We are going to be seeing that mix turn to a few light snow showers this afternoon with little to no accumulation, and then we will dry out for this evening and overnight. Here is a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We can see up north that rain is trying to change over to snow at this point, but all of us are above freezing, so having a very hard time with that. It is showing up as snow on our radar, seeing a few light rain showers for the rest of us, Mohawk Valley, and then we do have some areas that are dry, like in Otsego County and in Chenango County, but still pretty icy conditions to start this morning. And we are going to be breezy today as well. It's going to be coming out of the west, so it may feel a little bit cooler than the actual temperature outside, but temperatures right now are above freezing, so we are actually feeling pretty warm this morning. We have 38 degrees in Whitesboro and Dowsville, 39 degrees in Westmoreland, looking to the south, 40 degrees in Cooperstown and 39 degrees in Hamilton. So temperatures will remain about the same today, and once again, we will see that wintry mix turn to light snow. We will dry out tonight and for tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon, another round of wintry mix is going to be moving in, and at this point, it looks like we are going to be receiving more freezing rain than yesterday with accumulating ice. So we are keeping a close eye out on this. A quarter of inch of ice accumulating is possible in the Mohawk Valley. That's kind of a lot, and that could cause very icy conditions. So we have issued a storm tracker to alert day for tomorrow due to all of us seeing widespread freezing rain once again. Up to a quarter of an inch of ice is possible, and that is going to cause very icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. For today, we will see a wintry mix that will change over to a few very late snow showers with no accumulation, and then we will dry out for this evening and overnight, with overnight lows dropping into the 20s after being in the 30s all day today. We will start out dry tomorrow, but then tomorrow afternoon we can see here a wintry mix starting to come in. That pink is that freezing rain. Looks to stay mostly in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, and then we will be seeing a few rain showers as well with that, but that's going to cause very icy conditions. We will be seeing some snow showers moving back in early in the day on Friday through the morning and afternoon before drying out Friday evening. Little accumulation is possible, I would say around 1 to 3 inches. So for today, expect a wintry mix. Then we'll turn over to a few light snow showers. It's going to be breezy, but watch out for patchy fog and icy conditions this morning. We will dry out tonight with cloudy skies. Tomorrow has been issued a storm tracker to alert day due to accumulating ice in the afternoon, and then we will be seeing some snow showers come back in on Friday, Gary.
Be careful this morning out there.
Yes, so patchy dense fog in high elevations causing very little visibility.
Yeah, that's what I saw coming up the hill this morning.
Yes, and it was a little bit icy as well.
It sure was. Hannah, thank you. The time now is 5:23. Coming up, joining us for this half hour, I'm Gary Libator.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready for that fog, right? It is pretty foggy out.
Yes, so higher elevations, very dense fog. Be careful of that, and also still icy this morning.
That's for sure. Coming up this hill, I could hardly see.
Yes, I could hardly see as well. So be careful of fog this morning in high elevations and icy conditions still. And let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing still some light rain showers trying to turn over to some snow showers, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. So this wintry mix is going to be moving through this morning, still causing icy conditions on the roads. We are going to be seeing a few light snow showers lingering into the afternoon, very little to no accumulation, and then we will dry out for tonight. We will remain about the same temperature today. We are all above freezing. We have 38 degrees in Whitesboro, 40 degrees in Westmoreland, and 37 degrees in Earlville, so already starting out pretty warm this morning. So we are going to be seeing slippery spots along with patchy dense fog. It's going to be in higher elevations, so be very careful of that this morning. The rain is going to be turning over to a few light wintry mix and snow showers with no accumulation. We will dry out tonight and for tomorrow morning, but the wintry mix returns tomorrow afternoon. We have issued a storm tracker to alert day for this because we are going to be seeing accumulating ice. So for today, expect wintry mix this morning. A few light snow showers are possible. It's going to be breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about why we issued that alert date tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, the head of Homeland Security.
Welcome back. We are tracking some rain showers, trying to turn over to snow showers this morning. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but we are all above freezing, so any snow showers we do see this morning and early afternoon, not really going to stick. We are still seeing icy conditions, though, as we did see freezing rain yesterday and rain showers overnight. So right now, 37 degrees is being measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, but it is going to be breezy today coming out of the west, so it is going to feel a little bit cooler. That dew point is also at 37 degrees, so we are seeing dense fog, especially in areas of higher elevations, so also be careful of that when commuting this morning. But tomorrow, we will be seeing another round of wintry mix come in the afternoon. It's going to bring a little bit more ice, and it is going to accumulate, so we have issued a storm tracker to alert day for tomorrow, especially because it could be really icy for the afternoon and evening commute. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. California is finally getting a break.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with a few light wintry mix showers, but it is going to be pretty icy as you're stepping out the door, and we are seeing dense fog in high elevations. Let's take a look at our Cavvy Tower camera. It's actually facing our parking lot this morning. Very, very low visibility coming up Smith Hill due to that dense fog, so just be careful if you are traveling to any areas of higher elevations. Also watch out for icy and slippery spots because we did see freezing rain turning into rain last night, so it could still be a little bit icy. So once again, heading out the door, the morning may be a little bit slippery and low visibility due to dense fog and high elevations. We are going to be seeing light wintry mixed showers turning into a few light snow showers. Little to no accumulation from this, but it still could be a little bit slippery, and we do dry out this evening and overnight. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, seeing a wintry mix trying to turn over to snow up in higher elevations, but all of us are above freezing, so any light snow showers that we do see is not going to stick. It is just going to be a little bit slippery this morning, and it is going to be a little bit breezy today coming out of the west. As we can see here, that's where the precipitation is coming in from the west. Temperatures all above freezing, pretty warm to start. We have 38 degrees in Dowdesville and Whitesboro, 39 degrees in Westmoreland, and 40 degrees in Cooperstown, 36 degrees in Skanevis and in Norwich. So it is going to remain just about the same temperature today, and then we will drop into the 20s tonight. We are tracking another wintry mix to come in tomorrow afternoon, and this time we are going to be seeing freezing rain, and it's going to be a little bit heavier and it could accumulate. So looking at the ice accumulation here, a 1/4 inch of ice is actually pretty concerning. It could be very, very slippery tomorrow afternoon and evening, especially for the lunchtime commute and the evening commute. So we did decide to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow due to this widespread freezing rain that could cause up to a 1/4 inch of ice accumulation, and that could cause very, very slippery conditions for tomorrow. Let's take a look at that on the Skycast. As for today, we will be seeing a light wintry mix turning into some light snow showers, but we do dry out this evening, and overnight we remain dry as well, with a drop in temperature into the 20s. We start out dry tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we start to see our system approach us. As we can see, it's coming from the southwest, coming in as a wintry mix. That pink is that freezing rain. It looks to stay in Utica and east of Utica for that freezing rain accumulation and that ice accumulation. That will clear out tomorrow night, but then we see another round of some snow coming in for Friday. We are still tracking how much we are going to be getting, but some accumulation can definitely be expected of this snowfall on Friday. So for today, wintry mix turning into some light snow showers, very slippery with breezy conditions and patchy fog this morning. Tonight we will dry out to cloudy skies. Tomorrow morning we will start out dry, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread accumulating freezing rain that could cause very icy conditions. And then we see some snow on Friday, Gary.
And it is slipperier out there this morning.
Yes, this morning it's slippery and low visibility and high elevations because of fog.
That's for sure, Hannah. Thank you. The time now is 5:53, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And it is tricky travel out there for everyone, including the plows out there trying to put some salt down.
Yes, very icy this morning because we saw freezing rain yesterday and then rain overnight, and dense fog and high elevation.
Let's talk about that fog.
Yeah, so up here on top of Smith Hill, I couldn't see anything.
You could, I mean, it was the slowest I ever moved up that hill.
Yeah, so definitely be careful of that this morning. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are tracking a few light rain showers. It is trying to turn over to some light snow showers, especially north of the Mohawk Valley, but it is very warm to start. All of us are above freezing, and any snow showers we do see today will not accumulate. Right now, 38 degrees in Whitesboro, 39 degrees in Westmoreland, 36 degrees in Richfield Springs, so pretty mild to start this morning, and we will remain around the same temperature for today. But we will continue to see slippery spots this morning, especially because a lot of us saw freezing rain yesterday afternoon. Rain today will be trying to turn to snow. We will be seeing mixed precipitation showers throughout this morning. We do dry out tonight and through tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, another round of wintry mix is possible. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for this due to ice accumulation. So for today, expect a light wintry mix, a few light snow showers possible. It's going to remain breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about our alert day tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The teen facing
Welcome back. We are going to start out above freezing this morning, and we kind of remain around the same temperature today, but it is going to be breezy, so it is going to feel up to 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside. This also remains breezy through Saturday, so although we will be seeing above average temperatures, it is going to feel a little bit cooler because of the wind. And we are going to continue to see unsettled weather through the rest of the week, so very little sunshine is expected. Looks like we will be overcast through Friday with a few peaks possible on Saturday. Gary.
Thank you. Governor Hochul announced a plan in her.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some icy conditions this morning and a dense fog in areas of higher elevation. Let's take a look now at our Cavie Tower camera. It is facing our parking lot this morning. Very dense fog for us coming up here on top of Smith Hill. So just be careful if you are driving through any areas of higher elevation. Low visibility is possible, and roads are still a bit icy this morning. So heading out the door, I would definitely take it slow. Icy roads are possible because we saw freezing rain yesterday and then rain last night, along with dense fog and high elevations. For the afternoon, a light mix, light snow shower possible, but little to no accumulations expected, and we do dry out tonight. Here is our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A scattered wintry mix at this point, but for the most part, this is still mostly rain. Showing up as snow on the radar, but it is having a little bit of trouble turning into snow because all of us are above freezing this morning. And this is coming in from the west. It is going to be a little bit breezy today as well. Temperatures are going to feel a little bit cooler, but all above freezing according to our sky watchers. We have 37 degrees in Deerfield and New Hartford and Westdale. 38 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 39 degrees in Milford and Cooperstown and 37 degrees in Evanston. So pretty warm to start this morning. It will remain around the same temperature today and then drop off tonight. We will start out dry tomorrow morning, but another wintry mix is going to come in tomorrow afternoon, and this time it's going to cause a little bit more freezing rain and a little bit more ice, especially for the Mohawk Valley, including Utica and east of Utica. A quarter of inch of ice is actually a lot, so we did decide to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. We are going to be seeing widespread freezing rain. Up to a quarter of inch of ice accumulation is possible, and that is going to be in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. This could cause really icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute, so that is why we did decide to issue an alert day. Let's take a look at it on our Skycast. As for today, we will be seeing light wintry mix turning to light snow showers before drying out this evening. We will remain dry tonight, and our temperature drops to below freezing overnight into the 20s. We start out dry tomorrow, but tomorrow afternoon we start to see this wintry mix moving in just around noon. It's coming in from the southwest. We will be seeing freezing rain at times, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, and then that will move out tomorrow night, but that is enough to cause up to a quarter of inch of ice accumulation that could be very slippery. Snow picks back up Friday morning. As we can see here, some snow showers coming in. That lingers for the whole day on Friday. We will keep you updated on accumulation and total snow amounts for Friday. So for today, expect a light wintry mix turning into light snow showers, no accumulation. It's going to be breezy as well, and our temperature drops tonight into the 20s, but we do dry out. We start out dry tomorrow, but we issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because a wintry mix is going to be coming in. That will cause more freezing rain. Up to a quarter of inch of ice accumulation is possible. And then we will be seeing snow showers on Friday, Gary.
So definitely this morning, be careful.
Yes, this morning we're tracking icy conditions and dense fog and high elevations.
Hannah, thank you. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and follow us joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Lubator.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready to go slow out there this morning.
Yes, we are starting out icy because we saw freezing rain yesterday, then rain, and we are seeing dense fog and high elevations.
Yeah, that is some serious fog.
Yes, so we saw it coming up Smith Hill. It's very, very hard to see, so definitely be careful of that. Let's take a look now at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking a light wintry mix this morning. Still seeing a few light rain showers. It is trying to change over to snow, but we are all above freezing, so having a pretty hard time doing that. And any snow showers we do see this morning is going to cause no accumulation. Right now, all of us above freezing. 38 degrees in Whitesboro, 39 degrees in Westmoreland, and 35 degrees in Richfield Springs. But it is starting out pretty icy. I would definitely take it slow. Even if you are traveling to an area of higher elevation, be careful of that dense fog. Rain is trying to change over to snow for a little bit, but any light snow showers we do see this morning is going to cause little accumulation. We do dry out tonight and for tomorrow morning, but another round of wintry mix is possible tomorrow afternoon. We have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for this because we are going to be seeing some ice accumulation. So for today, expect a light wintry mix this morning. Then we do dry out for the evening. It's going to be breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Well, the head of
Welcome back. We are starting out this morning with a few light rain and mixed precipitation showers. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is trying to change over to snow, but if we do see any snow showers, they are going to be light and cause no accumulation. So this morning, temperatures are all above freezing. We're measuring 38 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It is going to feel a little bit cooler today because it will be a little bit breezy. And I did want to point out the dew point. When the dew point and temperature are really close in value together, that causes fogs. We are seeing dense fog in higher elevations this morning, so be careful of that and be careful of lower visibility when heading out the door. Tomorrow, we will be seeing another round of mixed precipitation moving through. We did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. It's going to be similar to yesterday, but the freezing rain is going to be heavier, causing more ice accumulation that could be very, very slippery for the afternoon and evening commute. Gary.
Sticking with the weather, Hannah, California is
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with dense fog and high elevations this morning and icy conditions, so make sure you keep it careful on the roadways. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. It is facing our parking lot because once again, very dense fog. It was really heavy coming up here on top of Smith Hill with little to no visibility, and it still is a bit icy outside, so definitely take it nice and slow this morning if you are going to be heading out the door. And Nala is just a little bit upset. She can't really see her neighbor Izzy this morning. Izzy was actually taken in by a family in Ilion, and she was named after Winter Storm Izzy last year because that's when they found her. How cute is that? But this morning, icy conditions, fog, definitely be careful of that. Maybe they can say hi to each other through the window this afternoon because we are going to see the fog lift and we will dry out for the evening commute. Here's a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few light wintry mixed showers. The rain is trying to change over to snow at this point, but we are still all above freezing, so it is having a really hard time. Also, if we do see any light snow showers, it is going to cause no accumulation. We are going to be seeing a slight breeze today coming out of the west, so it is going to feel a little bit cooler than the actual temperature outside, but according to our sky watchers, we are all above freezing this morning. 37 degrees in Deerfield, New Hartford, and in Westdale, 38 degrees in Clinton, and looking to the south, 37 degrees in Evanston, 36 degrees in Hartwick. We will remain just around the same temperature today, and we will cool down tonight. Tomorrow, another round of wintry mix comes in the afternoon. This time it is going to be a little bit heavier than yesterday. We are going to be seeing a little bit more freezing rain. Looking at our ice accumulation, it is looking like we could reach up to a quarter inch of ice in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. That is kind of a lot, and that could cause very icy conditions tomorrow afternoon and evening. We have decided to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to seeing this widespread freezing rain with up to a quarter inch possible, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. And this could cause really icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute. Let's take a look at all that on the Skycast. As for today, we will be seeing a light wintry mix that looks to clear out this afternoon. We will remain cloudy and breezy today with temperatures remaining in the mid-30s. Tonight, we will drop into the 20s below freezing overnight, and we will start out dry tomorrow. But tomorrow afternoon, I would say just around noon, we start to see some wintry mix coming in from the southwest. That looks to move in. As we can see the pink here, the freezing rain, it's concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. That's where the heaviest ice accumulations will be. That does move out Thursday evening, still going to be very, very icy, and we see snow return on Friday. It looks to start early Friday morning. We will be seeing snow showers throughout the day on Friday, and we will keep you updated with any snowfall accumulation and totals. So for this morning, definitely be careful for icy conditions, a light wintry mix, and dense fog and high elevations. We dry out to cloudy skies this afternoon, and we will remain breezy. We will remain cloudy and dry overnight. We start out dry tomorrow, but we have issued a storm tracker 2 alert day due to ice accumulation tomorrow afternoon. That could cause very, very slippery conditions. Snow looks to return on Friday, Gary.
Definitely be careful out there this morning.
Yes, this morning it's a little bit icy and foggy in high elevations, but we're really worried about tomorrow now because it's going to be even more icy.
Yeah, let's get through today first.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Still ahead on Sunrise.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready to take your time out there this morning. It is slippery.
Yes, so still a bit icy this morning, and we are seeing dense fog in higher elevations, so that could really cause little to no visibility.
That's for sure. Again, take your time no matter where you have to go this morning.
Yes, for sure. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking just a light wintry mix to start this morning. Still very, very icy outside and patchy, dense fog. It's going to be mostly in areas of higher elevation, but all the snow that's coming in right now, it's not going to stick because look at our temperatures. We're all above freezing, 39 degrees in Westmoreland, 38 degrees in Whitesboro, and 35 degrees in Richfield Springs. This morning, definitely just take it slow. It's a bit icy and dense fog causing little to no visibility in high elevations. We are seeing the rain turning over to snow just a little bit, but it's not really going to stick. We will dry out for tonight and tomorrow morning, and then we are going to be seeing another round of wintry mix tomorrow afternoon. We have decided to issue a storm tracker 2 alert day because we will be seeing a little bit more ice than yesterday, which could cause very, very slippery conditions. So for the rest of today, we are tracking just a light mix. Then we will dry out with breezy conditions, and I will be talking a little bit more about our alert day tomorrow coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. The teen facing multiple sex.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some icy conditions this morning and dense fog and higher elevations, so just be careful when heading out the door. Let's take a look now at our Oneonta camera. This is brought to you by Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel. At this point, cloudy skies, still tracking a light wintry mix, some light rain showers, and once again, it is pretty foggy in higher elevations. Very little to no visibility even heading up here to the top of Smith Hill. So just be careful this morning and early afternoon, still seeing a light wintry mix, light snow showers, but everything does dry out this evening and tonight. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing a few light and a few light rain showers, a few light snow showers, but it is having a hard time sticking. We are all above freezing this morning, and we are going to remain that way for the day. We are just going to be seeing a little bit of a breeze coming out of the west that is going to make it feel a little bit cooler than the actual temperature. So according to our sky watchers, once again, all above freezing, 38 degrees in Clinton, 35 degrees in Inlet, and looking to the south, we have 36 degrees in Hartwick and 39 degrees in Milford and in Cooperstown, and we will remain just around the same temperature today, dropping below freezing tonight. We are going to be seeing dry conditions tonight and tomorrow morning, but a wintry mix is looking to come back in tomorrow afternoon. At this point, it looks like we are going to be receiving a lot of ice accumulation from this, especially in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, up to a quarter inch of ice. And at this point, that's pretty icy, and that is enough to cause very, very icy conditions on the roads. We have decided to issue a storm tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow due to widespread freezing rain, causing ice accumulation, the heaviest of it being in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, and this could cause some problems for the afternoon and evening commute. Let's take a look at all this on the Skycast. For today, we are tracking just a light wintry mix this morning, early afternoon, but it will dry out later in the afternoon and evening to cloudy skies and temperatures in the mid-30s with breezy conditions. Tonight, we will remain mostly cloudy and dry overnight with the temperature dropping into the 20s. We start out tomorrow dry, and then we see a wintry mix start to come in around noon. It's coming in from the southwest. Freezing rain is that pink. That's concentrated most in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica. And we will continue to see a wintry mix through tomorrow evening. We will dry out once again tomorrow night. But then early Friday, snow looks to come back in. We can see this is 4 a.m. starting to see snow moving back in, and scattered snow showers will continue for Friday. We will keep you updated on any accumulations from that. So for today, to start out, we are icy, a light wintry mix, and foggy in higher elevations. We will be drying out later this afternoon and evening. It will remain breezy today, and we will drop below freezing tonight. We will start out dry tomorrow, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to a wintry mix moving back in with ice accumulation that could cause very slippery conditions. Snow makes a return on Friday. We will keep you updated if we have to make a snowfall map for this for any accumulation.
The slippery conditions early this morning are gone, but the concern now is actually tomorrow with more severe weather, right?
Yes, so now we're just seeing some light rain showers, and tomorrow we're going to be seeing another wintry mix in the afternoon, and that's going to bring in more ice accumulation, so we did issue an alert day.
Yeah, it was slippery this morning, but not as bad as tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow it is kind of looking to be a little bit, concerning.
Dicey,
yeah. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, a light wintry mix. We are seeing some snow up north, but some light rain showers in the Mohawk Valley and south. That will be coming to an end this evening, and we will dry out through tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon, we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are going to be seeing another round of widespread freezing rain, and in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, up to a 1/4 inch of ice accumulation is possible. That could cause really icy conditions for the afternoon and evening commute. So we are keeping an eye on it, and that's why we did issue an alert day, just to kind of get everyone prepared. So we are going to be seeing some light showers that are going to end this evening. We do have that Storm Tracker 2 alert day in effect for tomorrow due to ice accumulation, and we actually see some snow showers on Friday. So for today, expect the light rain to kind of end this evening. We will be seeing cloudy skies for the rest of the evening, and I will be talking a little bit more about the ice tomorrow and the snow Friday coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. A Rome woman accused of
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking just a few light rain showers now. It is turning into light snow up north with no accumulation. The roads are going to be slippery for the rest of this afternoon, but we will dry out tonight. Let's take a look now at our Oneonta camera, brought to you by Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel. We are seeing cloudy skies at this point. Once again, a few light rain showers, but a lot of those slippery conditions that we did see this morning have since kind of been washed away. The ice has been washed away, so shouldn't really have any problems commuting this afternoon. And Nala can now see her neighbor Izzy after some fog this morning. Izzy is actually named after Winter Storm Izzy that occurred last year because the owners took her in at this time. So how cute is that? She looks like she's just chilling on her scratch pad. Just a light mix is occurring at this point, but we are going to be drying out for this evening. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we can see now that mix is still coming in from the west. This is because of the way the wind is blowing. We are getting a breeze today from the west. So although temperatures are mild today, it is going to feel a little bit cooler. But according to our sky watchers, all of us are above freezing. This actually should say 35 degrees in Gray and in Cassville, 39 degrees in Clinton, Mohawk, and Cooperstown. It's right near 40 here this afternoon, but things are going to change tomorrow. We cool down tonight. We start out dry tomorrow, but we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. This is due to another round of wintry mix possible in the afternoon and accumulating ice. Here's a look at the ice accumulation. Looks like most of it is going to fall into the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, and this could cause for very icy conditions. Up to a 1/4 inch of ice is expected at this time. So that is why we issued an alert day, just to keep you in mind that it may be very difficult to travel tomorrow afternoon and evening. We do dry out tomorrow night, but then a round of snow actually comes in for Friday. So finally seeing some snowfall. This is our snowfall forecast for Friday. It looks like most of the Mohawk Valley and south will be seeing 1 inch to 3 inches, and up north could be seeing a little bit more. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches, and this is for the whole day on Friday. Let's take a look at everything that's occurring on our Skycast. We will really start to dry out for the rest of this afternoon with cloudy skies and breezy conditions, and our temperature will drop tonight. We actually will drop below freezing into the 20s. We will start out dry tomorrow, but we see that wintry mix look to come in tomorrow afternoon. It is coming in from the southwest, and as you can see here, that pink stays concentrated concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica as well, even down to the northern part of Otsego County. That is where we're looking at the ice will accumulate. Could be very tricky to travel tomorrow afternoon and evening. We dry out for a little bit, but then it looks like some snowfall does come into the forecast for Friday. We will be seeing scattered snow showers, and once again 1 to 3 inches possible for the Mohawk Valley and south, and a little bit more up north, and that is for the entire day on Friday. So for today, expect light showers still at this time. We are going to be a little bit breezy, pretty mild, and we will dry out tonight to overnight lows falling below freezing. Tomorrow is a storm tracker 2 alert day. This is due to the possibility of accumulating ice in the afternoon and evening, a little bit more than yesterday, so we did want to issue an alert day for that. And then we see some snow showers coming in on Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. It is a worst case scenario for in this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking just a few light rain showers at this point. We are going to dry out tonight, but another round of wintry mix comes in tomorrow. Let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We can see light rain, mixed precipitation showers, but it's mostly falling as rain. Up north, it is falling as a few light snow showers, but no really any accumulation because all of us are above freezing. Things are going to change tomorrow. We will dry out tonight and we will be dry tomorrow morning, but we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread freezing rain moving in tomorrow afternoon. Up to a 1/4 inch of ice accumulation is possible, and that looks to be in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, and this could cause for very icy road conditions for the afternoon and evening commute for tomorrow. So we did issue an alert day just to keep you aware for that. So today we will be seeing some light rain showers that will end this evening. We have that alert day in effect for tomorrow due to accumulating ice, and we actually see some snow make a return on Friday. So for today, expect a few light rain showers. That looks to end this evening. It's going to be breezy for the rest of the day, and I will be talking a little bit more about that alert day tomorrow and the snow on Friday coming up. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Prosecutors say that Brian
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are still seeing a few light rain showers, but we will dry out this evening and tonight. Let's take a look at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. Cloudy skies, wet roadways, but they are not as icy as they were this morning. Very little ice as of right now, and we are just seeing a little bit of a breeze outside. But taking a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, some light mixed precipitation moving through. Most of this is falling as rain with a few light wet snow showers north of the Mohawk Valley, not really accumulating at this time. And this is due to the wind blowing in from the west. It's kind of coming off of Lake Ontario, bringing in some lake effect precipitation at this hour. We are pretty warm though. Temperatures are all above freezing. This should say 35 degrees in Gray and Cassville, and then we have 39 degrees in Clinton, Mohawk, and in Cooperstown. So we are right near 40 for most of us. Our temperature is going to continue to drop as we head into tonight and as we dry out. We will remain dry tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, another round of wintry mix comes in. We are going to be seeing accumulating ice this time. Reaching up to a 1/4 inch in some spots. As we can see here, Utica almost at a 1/4 inch of ice. This is a lot of ice accumulation, so this could be very dangerous to drive in. So it looks like it's concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and east of Utica, even down towards the northern part of Otsego County. So we did issue an alert day for that. We are going to be seeing a wintry mix coming in tomorrow afternoon. It does clear out tomorrow night, but still going to remain icy into Friday morning. And we actually are going to be seeing some snow finally on Friday. Looks like we are going to be seeing 1 inch to 3 inches for the Mohawk Valley and south, and a little bit more up north. 3 to 6 inches can be expected there, but it looks like wintry mix Thursday with freezing rain, ice accumulation, and then some snow showers for the day on Friday. Let's take a look at everything on the Skycast. For the rest of this afternoon, we will start to dry out. We will be breezy for the rest of the day, seeing cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop below freezing tonight as we remain cloudy, and we will start out dry tomorrow morning with that wintry mix looking to come in around noon as we reach just around freezing. Freezing rain looks to concentrate and stay in the Mohawk Valley, east of Utica, kind of down towards the northern part of Otsego County as well. That's where it looks like the iciest conditions could be. And that does clear out Thursday night, but it still is going to be pretty icy Thursday night into Friday morning. We see a round of snow showers moving throughout the day on Friday. And once again, we're looking at about 1 inch to 3 inches for the Mohawk Valley and south, and a little bit more is possible up north. So for the rest of today, light showers right now. We will dry out, see breezy conditions and cloudy skies, and tonight we will drop below freezing with lows in the 20s. Tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to a wintry mix coming in tomorrow afternoon with accumulating freezing rain possible, so accumulating ice on the roadways. That dries out Thursday night, but then we see snow showers coming in on Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Governor Hochul announced a plan in
Copeland.
I'm Jason Paulus. An icy start to the day, and it looks like that could be the case tomorrow as well.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis kicking off the newscast, tracking a wintry mix.
Yeah, unfortunately, this looks to be quite icy again. What we saw on Tuesday, just more of it. I think we'll see the similar impacts where it's going to be slippery on the roads, especially untreated surfaces tomorrow afternoon. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for all of central New York, again for Thursday and Thursday night, with the potential of sleet and freezing rain taking place Thursday afternoon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar heading out this evening. No travel issues, aside from some showers, some fog. That is slowing, reducing visibility, and it'll slow you down if you are heading out. But temperatures are generally above freezing. We're 37 degrees in our weather headlines. Again, fog, drizzle tonight. Again, that icy mix expected tomorrow afternoon. The weather is looking active as we head into the next 7 days. We will have multiple chances of picking up snow in the extended forecast, and we'll take an early look at some of the potential with that. Drizzle, fog this evening, temperatures above freezing. Again, we're tracking that wintry mix. We're taking a look at the timing and how this will impact the morning and evening drive. And that's coming up. Back over to you.
A Rome woman accused of
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A dreary day across most of central New York. Cloudy skies, some drizzle, patchy fog, and that's what we're seeing out there this evening. It's a live look at our Mountain Ice Pain Gel Tower Cam overlooking Oneonta. We have twilight still breaking through the clouds here at 5:15. The days are slowly getting longer. But we are getting more and more into winter here as we look ahead. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, this is not picking up on drizzle. The radar is surveying the middle part of the atmosphere. A lot of this is happening below where the radar can survey. So some fog, some drizzle is expected to continue over the next several hours, and then we'll get a chance to dry out heading into tonight. Traveling Thursday looks tricky. We have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the potential for the expected ice that we're expecting it to arrive in the afternoon. So this initially starts out as snow, then switches over to ice. Like Tuesday, most of this happens after the morning commute. So heading into work or school in the morning should be okay. But then driving home, we do have some freezing rain that's expected. This does mix with some rain in the evening and into tomorrow night, but I think it's going to primarily fall as some ice, whether that's sleet, freezing rain, or a combination of both. Big Moose 31 degrees, Dolgeville 37, Whitesboro 36 across southern valleys. Temperatures generally above freezing. Cooperstown 37, Skinevus 33, Sherburne, Norwich. Sherburne checking in with 37, Norwich with 36 degrees. And again, some drizzle continues this evening if you're taking the dog out for a walk. Tonight's featured dog is Ollie. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. The radar and satellite image showing unsettled weather across central New York with those clouds and lingering showers. This is the weather system that we're watching. This will impact our weather on Thursday as it moves to the east. The leading edge of this right now showing rain, but as it encounters some colder weather in the northeast, just like Tuesday, we'll see that changeover over to snow and freezing rain. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, we're dry. We might see a break or two of sunshine early tomorrow morning, but the clouds win the day, and we'll see snow turning over to sleet and freezing rain as we head into tomorrow afternoon. This arrives between about 9 to 11 a.m. Again, roads expected to be icy throughout the day tomorrow, particularly untreated surfaces. Temperatures slowly climb above freezing tomorrow night, and then this will end as some snow as we head into Friday with a light accumulation expected Friday afternoon, a trace of 2 inches in the Mohawk Valley, 2 to 5 inches north of the valley. And that's for Friday, most of that falling through Friday afternoon. Fog tonight down to 27, tomorrow an icy mix, 35. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We've got more weather to follow later in the week. Sunday night, as well as Wednesday. We have low pressure systems along the coast, so we could be talking about some accumulating snow. Stay tuned.
All right, Bill,
Just
thank
when you thought it was safe.
Yeah.
You know? All right, thanks, Bill.
Just days after a close call on a runway at JFK Airport, one JetBlue aircraft bumped into the tail of another JetBlue aircraft. It happened this morning during pushback. One plane was moving while the other was parked. No one was hurt. Both planes will now go out of service for inspection, and the FAA will still have to investigate.
The union that represents Southwest Airlines.
Tomorrow, the next round of a wintry mix is expected. The question is, we get this a lot, why ice? It's cold enough, why doesn't this just fall as snow? In order to understand that, we've got to look at the three-dimensional version of the atmosphere, because it's not just what happens at the surface. We got to look at what happens aloft, and that's the combination of warm and cold air that creates sleet and freezing rain. At the surface, temperatures are below freezing, but as a push of warm air arrives, the warm air arrives in the upstairs part of the atmosphere before it makes it to the surface, and so you'll get rain that will fall into colder air, the air that's below freezing. And if that raindrop freezes before it hits the ground, we call that sleet. And if it freezes on the ground, we call that freezing rain. Freezing rain is a lot more dangerous because it can accumulate on parking lots, turns parking lots into sheets of ice, but even sleet's pretty slippery too. And this is the setup that we saw on Tuesday, and this is the setup we'll be dealing with tomorrow. So untreated surfaces can be very slippery as this weather system moves in. We have some snow chances after tomorrow, some accumulating snow, the first time we've seen that in quite a while. Across most of the lower elevations. We've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A local teen is driving, chipping, and putting his.
Bill Cardis to get us ready for an alert day.
Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of the things we saw on Tuesday, just more of it. I think the ice is going to be lasting longer and potentially accumulating. We're talking about maybe 1/4 of an inch of ice. It's not enough to cause power outages because freezing rain can sometimes do that. But it will be more than what we saw on Tuesday with, again, the timing of this pretty similar. The afternoon, the evening, things can be very slippery, and untreated surfaces will be quite slippery. Driveways, sidewalks, parking lots, things that are the most concerned with here heading into tomorrow afternoon. We've had such a warm January, relatively speaking. Temperatures have been way above average, but for the first time, we are seeing some long-range changes. As we head into the end of January, there are some hints that some colder than average weather may arrive. We will continue to monitor this. Again, it's about a week and a half into the future here, but it is something that's been different compared to what we've been seeing throughout the entire month of January so far. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking pretty quiet. Watch out for some drizzle and fog this evening. Temperatures will be above freezing. Again, this icy mix expected tomorrow. We're taking a closer look at the timing of that coming up. Back over to you.
2 Utica-based National Guard members will be competing.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We continue to track an icy mix here as we head into the day tomorrow. We have got that alert day for the potential of some slippery roads, especially untreated surfaces. Live look outside. We're heading to Cooperstown. This is our Utica National Tower Cam. Roads are generally wet. We're noticing some fog in some of the higher elevations. So roads, driving conditions tonight, a bit tricky with limited visibility in spots. But again, with temperatures above freezing, I think it's more wet than icy. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet across the area. Traveling tomorrow, things don't look bad in the morning. I think it's dry. You might even see some sunshine. But by the afternoon, things go downhill. Snow changing over to sleet, freezing rain could make things icy in the afternoon. A combination of freezing rain and rain for the evening time, and then overnight precipitation lightens up, but we could be left over with some fog. Again, icy surfaces are expected on untreated surfaces. Again, think of what happened on Tuesday. Pretty similar setup here, although I think the ice will accumulate. A little bit more ice compared to what we saw on Tuesday across the area, but similar impacts. Temperatures above freezing across the area. New Hartford 36, Barneveld 34, Old Forge Inlet 32. Across Southern Valleys, Mohawk 37, Eaton 36, Helen and Cassville checking in with 35 degrees. We look to the west. That's where our weather maker is coming from, and we can see this area of low pressure, the leading edge of this, producing rain for now, but you can see some hints of a changeover in northern Illinois. As the system heads to the east, it will be encountering some of that colder air, and that's why we're talking about that mixed precipitation as opposed to rain. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, we're dry tonight. Overnight lows drop down to the upper 20s. The start time of this looks to be during the late morning to early afternoon, about 9 to 11 a.m. for most of us. Starting out as snow, then switching over to sleet and freezing rain during the day. Again, the afternoon roads are expected to be slippery. Temperatures will be in the low 30s by 5 p.m. A brief turnover to rain is possible tomorrow night, but again, I think most of this is sleet and or freezing rain. This switches over to snow as we head into Friday. Light snow expected throughout Friday afternoon with a trace to 2 inches of accumulation during the day. 2 to 5 inches of snow possible north of the valley as we head into the day Friday. So enough to shovel for some of the higher elevations. Tonight, fog down to 27. Tomorrow, again, that icy mix arriving in the afternoon, 35 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow Friday, 35 degrees. Saturday's dry. We are watching not one but two possible coastal storms as we head into Sunday night as well as Wednesday. Again, this far out, it's difficult to tell how much snow could be impacting here, but those are two things that we are watching, and we will continue to keep you posted as we get closer. Stay with us.
Roads all expected as we head into a Storm Tracker 2 alert day tomorrow.
To get an idea of when this wintry mix is going to start and how long it's going to go for, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis with the very latest.
I think this is going to play out similar to what happened on Tuesday, where the sleet freezing rain happens in the late morning to early afternoon. Roadways get slippery, untreated surfaces get slippery. Once the roads are treated, things get better. But again, this is going to be taking place during the afternoon, continuing into the evening. And the difference between tomorrow and Tuesday is I think there is going to be more ice accumulation, a similar impact, but I think you'll notice the ice building up on the trees a little bit more than what happened Tuesday. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for all of central New York for this, for the National Weather Service. It is pretty quiet out there this evening, some drizzle, some fog, but temperatures are above freezing, so if you're traveling, we don't expect any icy surfaces. Our weather headlines, again, fog, drizzle lingers tonight. We're dealing with some ice tomorrow. Looking ahead, the weather looks a lot more active with chances for snow, which is something that we have not seen very much of over almost the past 4 weeks. Drizzle, fog this evening, temperatures above freezing. Again, we're tracking the ice for tomorrow and also looking ahead. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A Rome woman accused of...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking another icy mix here as we head into the day tomorrow. Sleet, freezing rain expected tomorrow afternoon. If you're heading out this evening, the weather looks okay. We are above freezing. There's some patchy fog along hilltop locations, but it is generally not bad. At least it's not slippery to get out and drive. Let's live a look at our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. We are seeing some drizzle in the air and again some patchy fog. Things are going to stay pretty quiet tonight as we stay dry. The wintry mix arrives during the day tomorrow. The morning should be dry, so if you're heading out for the morning commute, heading off to school or work, we're expecting dry weather, maybe even a few breaks of sunshine. In the afternoon, that ice arrives. It starts out as snow, turns over to sleet and freezing rain, and then we're going to see a freezing rain mix here for the evening, just depending on your location, with some fog heading into tomorrow night. Temperatures, again, above freezing, so our January thaw continues with above average temperatures. New Hartford 36, Ilion 38 degrees, across the southern valleys, Mohawk 37, Cooperstown 37, Morris with 36 degrees. I'm tracking the next area of low pressure to the west. The leading edge of this is starting to see a changeover. It's rain now in Illinois and Indiana, but as it heads into some colder weather across the northeast, we will see that change over to snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast for dry tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 20s. Tomorrow morning, again, dry in the morning. During the late morning, about 9 to 11 a.m., the start time of some light snow switching over to sleet and freezing rain before lunchtime. An icy mix is expected throughout tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. By 5 p.m., some changeover taking place south and west of Utica as temperatures barely climb above freezing. But again, I think it's going to be an icy go for many areas in the Mohawk Valley and North Country. Things improve tomorrow night as temperatures do climb above freezing. We'll see a changeover from rain showers over to snow showers as we head into Friday. In fact, some accumulating snow is in the forecast for Friday through Friday afternoon. A trace to 2 inches of snow for the Mohawk Valley and southern valleys. 2 to 5 inches of snow expected north of the Mohawk Valley. Again, this is for Friday. Most of this falling Friday morning and into the early afternoon. We have not had more than an inch of snow in any particular day in the city of Utica since December 23rd. So it's been almost 4 weeks. We have more chances in the extended forecast for some accumulating snow too. Fog tonight down to 27. Tomorrow, an icy mix, a high of 35. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Light snow Friday, 35. We're dry Saturday. We're watching a storm for Sunday and into Sunday nights moving along the coast. This could bring us some accumulating snow, perhaps a mix. We'll keep a close eye on that. And then there's signs, maybe another one as we head into Wednesday of next week. We'll take them one at a time, though. Back over to you.
Winter's coming back.
All right, thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. The cool game stories in a minute, but first we want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis because he is tracking the alert day for tomorrow. It's important you pay attention to this.
I think we're going to deal with what happened yesterday, just more of it. We're talking about a wintry mix, an icy mix, enough where it could even accumulate, especially in parts of the eastern Mohawk Valley. Icy roads just in time for the afternoon and evening commute. Just be very careful, especially on untreated surfaces. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for all of central New York because of this likelihood of ice accumulation. And again, the afternoon and evening is when we're most concerned about when this will be taking place. Now, just to recap, we've seen a few of these throughout this winter. We're talking about ice. Why doesn't this just fall as snow? It's all about the air upstairs, the warm air aloft that's going to be moving in ahead of the cold air at the surface that causes rain to freeze as it heads towards the surface. So again, just because temperatures are below freezing doesn't mean it automatically means snow. And tomorrow is going to be one of those situations where we're going to see that sleet and freezing rain. We are above freezing at Griffiths and Rome with current temperatures 36, but we expect overnight lows to drop down into the 20s. Watch out for some fog. It is pretty thick out there, and I think that'll be around first thing in the morning too. We'll have a look at your forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, Utica police are asking.
Good evening, Jason. Yes, once again, it's Weather Wednesday. Here in the winter here in central New York, we deal with snow all the time. And as central New Yorkers, we can usually handle most of what Mother Nature throws at us. Sometimes, though, she tries her best to give us a challenge. Now, today, we're talking about snow-to-liquid ratios, or snow-to-liquid equivalent. Now, why does that matter? Well, it does sound like a fancy science word, but in reality, it's just describing how wet or dry the snow actually is. To describe it, we assign the snow a ratio based off of how much water is in the snowflake. This is important as some snow impacts us far more than others. So let's dive in. The average snow-liquid ratio is around at 10 to 1. So in simpler terms, this means that if 10 inches of snow fell right now, if it melted, you'd only get around 1 inch or so of rain. Of course, this is not to scale, but this is why it's important for us to forecast accurate estimates of ratios, as this plays an extremely important role in your everyday life, especially travel. So we've got two snowfall scenarios for you to picture. First is dry snow. Now, dry snow occurs when temperatures, not only at the surface but way up in the atmosphere, are well below freezing. Ratios for dry snow can be between 10 to 1 and 30 to 1, meaning that in most extreme cases, if you melt 30 inches of this type of snow, you still only get 1 inch of total rainfall. This usually happens from snow that arrives from the northwest towards Canada. Other than blowing snow due to high winds, this type usually doesn't cause much travel issues, and along with that, this type of snow is fluffy, so it is difficult to turn into snowballs and snowmen. Secondly is wet snow. This occurs when temperatures from the surface all the way up to the cloud are warmer, almost above freezing. These types of snowflakes can be up to 50% ice before additional melting would make the flake look more like a raindrop than a snowflake. You've probably noticed the snow before when temperatures are right around 32 degrees. Snow like this has a ratio of less than 10 to 1, with some cases even as low as 5 to 1. This type of snow is the most impactful in terms of travel, power outages, and property damage. And since it's heavy and slushy, and this most frequently occurs in coastal storms like nor'easters, where warmer air is dragged into the central New York. We should remain weather aware when we mention snow like this in the forecast. On the bright side, though, this type of snow is perfect for building snowmen and starting snowball fights, since the snow sticks together very well. Join me next week for another edition of Weather Wednesdays. Back to you, Jason.
All right, Eric, thank you. Electrifying your home was the topic of a...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. Our CAV tower cam is overlooking the parking lot. The fog is thick on the high elevations this evening. You want to be extra careful if you're driving tonight. Visibility is going to be very reduced in some locations. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. Some of that lasts into tomorrow morning. In general, it's a cloudy and generally dry start. Live look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Is quiet across the region. Let's break down the timing of this ice that we're expecting for Thursday. Again, the morning time is looking dry. If you're heading out to work or school, no issues on the roadways. During the late morning to early afternoon, about 9 to 11 a.m. is when this begins. It starts out as a brief period of snow and then switches to sleet and freezing rain. That looks to make the roads icy throughout the afternoon. A mix between freezing rain and rain for tomorrow evening means that the drive home will also likely be slippery, and then overnight dealing with more fog as precipitation comes to an end. We're tracking the next area of low pressure to the west. We can see this moving in. This is encountering some colder air. You can see the leading edge of this is starting to turn over to some snow showers, and as it moves into our area, it'll do the same. Tonight, again, we do get a chance to remain dry. Again, some patchy fog is going to be around first thing tomorrow morning. 7 a.m. temperatures start out in the upper 20s. Some light snow breaks out in the late morning, turning over to freezing rain. By 1 p.m., icy spots are expected to develop on untreated surfaces with temperatures right around freezing. This continues throughout the afternoon. Ice accumulations most likely in the Mohawk Valley. Some rain showers expected south of the valley. The hilltops actually warmer than the valley locations as that cold air gets trapped in the lower elevations. Any rain showers will switch over to snow showers as we head into tomorrow night, and we are tracking a widespread, generally light snowfall as we head into Friday. The snowfall forecast, a trace to 2 inches of accumulation in and south of the Mohawk Valley. Most of this falls on Friday. Some of this falls Thursday night. 2 to 5 inches of snow possible north of the Mohawk Valley. But again, the big story, the tricky travel here during the daytime tomorrow. Fog tonight down to 27. Tomorrow, an icy mix, a high of 35. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, some light snow Friday. We're dry Saturday. We're watching the possibility of a coastal storm. That's an early look at some of the information here for Sunday night and into Monday. The track of this becomes really important. Right now, it looks to be favorable for snow, and it could be several inches of snow just depending on how that plays out. We will keep you posted on that. And then looking beyond that, also some hints of maybe another one here by Wednesday. But again, big story tomorrow afternoon, very icy. We get some light snow on Friday, and then maybe more snow, maybe some heavier snow Sunday night into Monday.
Oh, all right. Something to watch for. Thanks very much, Bill. Coming up next, a horrific helicopter crash kills 4 of those stories in a moment. First, though, we got to bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He is tracking an alert day for Thursday. There'll be some slick spots out there, no question, tomorrow.
Yeah, the concern here is for ice taking place. It's a similar setup to Tuesday, where the ice arrives in the late morning to early afternoon. This ice could accumulate, and that's why we have an alert day for this. Again, icy conditions for the afternoon and evening commute. A winter weather advisory is in effect for all of central New York because of this. So new information tonight. We're keeping an eye on the temperature. Cloud cover across the area has slowed the cooling process. And so we're sitting at a temperature of about 35 degrees. Of course, we got to remember the idea behind sleet and freezing rain. It's not about the surface temperatures, but what's happening aloft. And it's set up like tomorrow. We've got warm air above the ground and cold air below at the surface that leads to this icing, not just plain old snow. So temperature-wise, again, we're right around or just above freezing here in the lower elevations. We're going to keep a close eye on that because if we can somehow manage to stay around 33 degrees tomorrow morning before the precipitation arrives, it'll at least start out as some rain, and that could reduce the overall icing. But still, it's going to be really close here. We're expecting overnight lows for most areas to drop below freezing. Fog is going to be thick tonight, too. Watch out for that. We're timing the ice for tomorrow. We're talking about the impacts on the roadways. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A lot to get to tonight with that. Plus, we have new information tonight. And that can mean only one thing, the good doctor. He's not really a doctor. We call him the doctor of weather. Meteorologist Eric Gage is here on a Weather Wednesday to talk about different types of snow and why it's important to us. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Jason. Yes, once again, it's Weather Wednesday. Here in the winter here in central New York, we deal with snow all the time. And as central New Yorkers, we can usually handle most of what Mother Nature throws at us. Sometimes, though, she tries her best to give us a challenge. Now, today, we're talking about snow-to-liquid ratios or snow-to-liquid equivalent. Now, why does that matter? Well, it does sound like a fancy science word, but in reality, it's just describing how wet or dry the snow actually is. To describe it, we assign the snow a ratio based off of how much water is in the snowflake. This is important as some snow impacts us far more than others. So let's dive in. The average snow-liquid ratio is around at 10-1. So in simpler terms, this means that if 10 inches of snow fell right now, if it melted, you'd only get around 1 inch or so of rain. Of course, this is not to scale, but this is why it's important for us to forecast accurate estimates of ratios, as this plays an extremely important role in your everyday life, especially travel. So we've got two snowfall scenarios for you to picture. First is dry snow. Now, dry snow occurs when temperatures, not only at the surface but way up in the atmosphere, are well below freezing. Ratios for dry snow can be between 10-1 and 30-1, meaning that in most extreme cases, if you melt 30 inches of this type of snow, you still only get 1 inch of total rainfall. This usually happens from snow that arrives from the northwest towards Canada. Other than blowing snow due to high winds, this type usually doesn't cause much travel issues, and along with that, this type of snow is fluffy, so it is difficult to turn into snowballs and snowmen. Secondly is wet snow. This occurs when temperatures from the surface all the way up to the cloud are warmer, almost above freezing. These types of snowflakes can be up to 50% ice before additional melting would make the flake look more like a raindrop than a snowflake. You've probably noticed the snow before when temperatures are right around 32 degrees. Snow like this has a ratio of less than 10-1, with some cases even as low as 5-1. This type of snow is the most impactful in terms of travel, power outages, and property damage. And since it's heavy and slushy, and this most frequently occurs in coastal storms like nor'easters, where warmer air is dragged into the central New York. We should remain weather aware when we mention snow like this in the forecast. On the bright side, though, this type of snow is perfect for building snowmen and starting snowball fights, since the snow sticks together very well. Join me next week for another edition of Weather Wednesdays. Back to you, Jason.
Thank you, Eric. Electrifying your home was the top.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are looking into the parking lot tonight from our CAV Tower Cam. We have fog here on Smith Hill, and the fog has been pretty thick here for the past several hours. That could linger into tomorrow morning, but I think we will start out with most areas looking mostly cloudy and dry. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the area. We've been seeing some drizzle throughout this evening, but that's slowly diminishing. Let's take a look at travel impact for Thursday, as we are tracking that wintry mix. It's dry in the morning if you're heading out to work or school. No problems on the roadways. The icing takes place beginning between about 9 to 11 a.m. Again, starting out as some snow, switching over to sleet, freezing rain, and rain. In the evening time, it's a mix between freezing rain and rain, so there will be some issues on the drive home, not for everybody. About half the area will be over rain, the other half, especially east of Utica into the Mohawk Valley, still lingering on to freezing rain. And then fog is expected as we head into tomorrow night. We're tracking the next weather maker approaching from the west. The leading edge of this is producing, again, that changeover. You can see that taking place on the north side of this as it encounters some of this colder air. That's when we'll see the changeover take place. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, looking at mostly cloudy skies. We'll start out with temperatures near or just below freezing. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we're dry. We will see some light snow break out in the late morning to early afternoon, switching over to sleet and freezing rain. Here's the scene at 1 p.m. Temperatures really close to freezing here. And I think areas east of Utica, the Mohawk Valley, this particular area could really linger on to freezing rain here as we head into the first part of the afternoon here. In fact, let me go back here and highlight these areas in the Mohawk Valley. Again, looking at areas like Herkimer, Cooperstown, Canajoharie, temperatures will hold on to that freezing mark longer. Heading into tomorrow night, precipitation will become much, much lighter and conditions will improve. In fact, a lot of places will climb just above freezing. Rain switches over to snow as we head into Friday morning. Looking at widespread light snow showers as we head into Friday afternoon. We do pick up some light snow Friday too, a trace to 2 inches in and south of the Mohawk Valley. North of the valley, 2 to 5 inches of snow possible. So again, tonight we're dry down to 27 degrees, some fog out there. Tomorrow we're dry in the morning. That wintry mix taking place in the late morning to early afternoon. Watch out on untreated surfaces. They could be quite slippery. Temperatures in the low 30s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow showers Friday, 35 degrees. Saturday, we're dry. We are watching the next weather maker for Sunday night and into Monday. The leading edge of this, starting out as snow. There could be some mixing here too. But again, that's the next one to follow here for Sunday night and into Monday. This could bring us some accumulating snow and then more active weather here with another system to watch as we look ahead to next Wednesday. We'll be right back.